What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we have a really fun thing in store, and this is going to be a lot of fun for you, but we are going to be playing Mono Green Snow. I was thinking about it, and since Snow is going to be going out soon when we rotate, I say soon, another like 2 months or whatever, I figured this is one of the last chances we have to play it, so why don't I dig it up, see what we can do with it. And there's a couple of cards we really haven't gotten to play much with that I think would be really fun. And that's one of the reasons I want to do it, because we got to have fun first. Y'all know the drill. Anyway, let's go play the games and see if we can do anything on the standard ladder with some green snow cards. Couple of quick things. Don't forget to join the memberships down below because you can get a lot of cool stuff and get your decks featured here. Also, if you want merch, like the shirts I've been wearing, you can get those down in the links below as well. And if you're going to be in Command Fest Bellevue this weekend, I'll be there. Come by, say hi, we'll play some games together. Okay, getting into this deck. You can tell, this is one of the shortest lists we put together. This is basically a little kid deck. I mean, just what cards you want in there, put like 4 of everything and then go play Magic, right? This is where we're at. So we're going to be playing 4 Blizzard Brawl, obviously, because we're playing snow stuff, not really a surprise. 3 Jaspera Sentinel. I wanted another one, but my logic is we're just going to have so many other things we're trying to do, and Sentinels aren't necessarily great because there are a lot of like play with fires and stuff being used lately. But we're going to give it a go anyway, because there are some situations where having that extra mana, or even just having a blocker for flyers, is relevant, and we do have a way to pump it up to actually block flyers and kill them. Tamiyo Safekeeping, I think this is a must if you're going to be doing some mono green stuff these days. So we're going to play a full set of 4 of those. We're going to play Sculptor of Winter, because, you know, mana. Werewolf Pack Leader, not really a snow card, I'll admit, but we got to have just some good cards in there to be able to attack and fight with, and get cards. You know, it really helps us with that. Old Girl Troll, also not a snow card, but still just really good, so we're not going to turn that down. And then, of course, we have Boreal Outrider. This is one of the cards I wanted to try that I think I only put into 1 deck previously, but I wanted to give this another look because just being able to pump your creatures that 1 or 2 over the course of a couple turns, you know, getting that extra counter and another counter, I think that can give you the size to outpace some of these other decks, so you kind of draw a target to this card. And it can do that thing where it just lets you save that 1 bigger creature for something like a Meathook Masker or whatever, and you can set up a win. So we'll see. And honestly, if you get them in multiples, it's actually pretty sweet, because then they both trigger, and now you're getting 2 counters, 3 counters, whatever. So we'll see how important this is. I'm going to go ahead and try 1 or 2 copies of Jorn, and I don't know if Jorn's going to be any good, but the scenarios I'm envisioning are we get to untap our lands so we could like pump a pack leader maybe with the extra mana. We can attack and then leave mana up to block with like a Lair of the Hydra. We're not going to really ever use the staff, because we would need to have like 2 Jaspera Sentinels in play, I think, to even cast it. So that's not a realistic possibility. But maybe we could play some lands to allow it. I don't know. But on the front side, it does allow us a couple of things, and we can untap a couple of our creatures to block with if necessary. But that means we're also putting Jorn at risk. Don't know if that's worth it or not. But it's just something to think about. We'll keep it on our ladder. We'll keep it on our mind while we play on the ladder, and we'll see what happens. This is the other card, though, I wanted to talk about. Blessing of Frost. This is one that's been, I would say, largely ignored, you know, when people started playing snow stuff. And this actually really excites me because it's very easy for us to get multiple cards for this. And because we already have Old Girl Troll, putting 1 token on Werewolf, putting 1 token on a Jorn or Boreal Outrider. So like we could get 3 or 4 cards out of this very easily. The other fun thing about it too is because you choose multiple targets, even if they get rid of 1 of your creatures, you're still going to get the cards and the counters for the other things you target, which is also pretty cool. Now, the downside here says distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of creatures you control, spend to cast that, then draw a card for each. So actually, this actually doesn't target. That's a problem. Hopefully it doesn't come up. If it had targeted, then we'd be fine. But this actually says just distribute counters among any number of creatures. It actually does not target. So something to keep in mind. It may not come up, but we'll see. But I just realized that. That's why you got to read the cards. Anyway, we're going to play Spirit of Aldegard because, again, snow stuff, and you get to go search for lands. And a lot of times this thing's going to be like 6, 7, 8 power. So this is just going to be our finisher. Lands, we're not doing anything fancy. We're doing 20 snow-covered forests, 3 Lair of the Hydra. I thought about trying to squeeze some of the other colorless lands in. However, because we're playing stuff like Blessing of Frost, we need to be able to get as much snow mana into this as possible to maximize it. So that's not really going to be an option for us today. So we're going to go play the games. We'll see what happens. And as always, we'll talk about it on the back end, about updates, things we'll do, whatever. If this is just a dumb experiment, who knows? But for now, enjoy the games, and I'll catch you on the other side. All right, let's keep this and see what we can do with it. I mean, it looks like we're on the play, so it's not bad. I mean, if our sculptor lives. Otherwise, we got to find, I don't know, something for an old growth troll. I mean, good news, if for some reason things go perfect. I mean, we actually have plenty of ability to keep things alive and kill stuff, so that's pretty cool. That's going to suck for us quite a bit, though. Actually, maybe not. Because unless they have an exile enchantment here, they're going to want to play like their other dude. Yeah. Oh, no. I was thinking they might have had that there. They didn't. Okay. That's a thing. Then let's find a land here, deck. We did. We did the thing. How exciting. Okay. Let's untap this, and let's save ourselves some headaches. Actually, we're going to get this old growth troll exiled. And I kind of... all right, I'm going to pass. I shouldn't have untapped there. I should have waited. All right. Because I have a feeling. Okay, it actually isn't what I thought it was going to be. All right. Well, I guess that did not go the way I was expecting. Fair enough. I mean, not that this is the worst thing. This works out fine. We're going to Blizzard Brawl this duder. And then I'm thinking we might just attack with both. Play this one, leave up Teferi safe, Tamio safekeeping. So I mean, if they want to trade both of those for a sculptor, I think that's fine. I mean, we could protect the sculptor, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm willing to give that up. Alright. Let's see what the opponent's got here. I mean, the thing is, after this, we got to draw something, because we got nothing. Alright, more cards for them. Man, can we find our add counters card? That would be great. That'd be exciting, actually. I would love that. I would be quite pleased if that were a thing. Oh, we got it! Damn. I can't attack with the sculptor, though, if I do that. But, actually, you know what? We get to put 4 counters. So, yeah, let's do that. If we draw a land, we get to attack with sculptor. If not, we don't. Let's just turn these both into 5s. I think that's what we want to do. Alright, we didn't find a land. So, no love for the sculptor, unfortunately. Alright, I guess we're just attacking. I mean, I could have killed... Nah, we do this. I think this is fine. Sure. A little bit suspicious that we're not attacking with both things. I'm well aware, but, like, what else are they going to do? Alright, they're at 10. Maybe I should just fat stack the troll all the way up to 9 and then protect it. I think I would have if I knew I was drawing this. Because then I'd have been able to just, like, basically finish the game. Which would have been cool. However, now they're going to be able to make a bunch of blockers. It's going to be super annoying. Alright, well, they're going to try to remove both our duders. That's going to suck. But we do get potentially big troll to try to end the game. Especially if we find a land, because then we can kill a thing and do this. So, our plan... Oh, wait. They don't have any more green mana. This needs a mana, right? Okay. Unless they have one in hand, which they might. Nope, they just got greedy. If they don't went the other way, I think that would have been real good for them. Though they are going to get +1 on all their stuff, so it may not really matter. Alright. So there's going to be a big pile of things here. Alright, we found a land. So if we make the troll a 9... And we make it into a 10. We blast the Weaver of Harmony. We attack with both things. They could double block. No, they would still have to triple block the Sculptor to kill it at that point. Because they just have, I mean, I guess that's worth it. So they'd have 2, 4, 6. So we'd need the Sculptor at least be a 7 if I want to attack with both, right? And we know this is in hand, so this is going to happen no matter what. So this is just going to get chump blocked, most likely. How much can we do? I guess we have to do this first to see if maybe we find a safekeeping or whatever and make a decision. I'm going to make this... it's really like I want to put it all on the troll and just go 9, kill something. But it's not going to kill the opponent, and this is going to be left over. So let's just do this. Okay. Ultimately, that's kind of what we suspected might happen. All right. I mean, I guess got to make the play we got to make, you know? And I also could have done it to the Sculptor, protect the Sculptor if they like multi-block or whatever, but wanted the extra point of damage here, since we're going to lose the Troll pretty much regardless. All right. I'm assuming Troll gets exiled here. Maybe we get Boreal plus something. I don't know. We could Spirit of Aldegard plus Lair, and that's pretty strong. Yeah, we knew that had to happen, so no shocker there. Now it's just Spirited Companion versus... Ooh, that's not bad. Versus Sculptor of Winter. So now I'm thinking about doing this plus this. Not that it really matters, it's just another body. But that might be enough here. But I wouldn't be able to... nah, we still got to attack with this. Like, opponent's almost dead. We got to make them chump block here. And then we'll just play this. Go fetch a land. And we'll put this in tapped. Alright. So now we're going to be able to give all kinds of bonuses and whatever. Alright, they found some blockers. I mean, if they find another one here, it's still a game. You know, and they can actually remove something. So we're still playing Magic. Opponent's a long way from dead. Catilda? That's a thing? That's real? Actually, is it? Because here's the thing. Now they get to put... Well, they have to block, though. So they won't have a thing to put something on unless they draw something. So... we're more benefited by just activating this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could block, take 7, go to 9. So that's actually bad for us. Yeah, there's no better way. I'm just trying to think like if there's a better way. But making this a 5 just isn't enough. Alright, we kind of got to empty the clip on these other two dudes in. Okay, not a lot we could do there. I was just double checking. Think we just attack. I mean, I was going to say you could double block to kill one, but fair enough. We lose a Deuter. Play this. All right. So now they have to have something. Oh, you found. Oh, bruh. Of all the things they could have found to make that Catilda cheaper. Are you kidding? We've already used 2 Blizzard Brawls too. So the odds of us finding another one are pretty low. Wow. Really? Why would they not do that? What do you have in hand that would be better than that? That would have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Like, okay, I mean, I guess we do what we can do here. We're going to turn this into a 6 and attack with everything? I mean, this seems like the play. I mean, I'm not sure what else there is to do here. Yeah. So they go to 13, then they take 7. But now they don't have a creature to put the Catilda on. I don't even know if I want to play this here now. I mean, I guess we do. Sure. I mean, I guess if they're playing a sweeper, we just get rocked, right? All right. I mean, if they play a sweeper, though, we still have Lair of the Hydra for like 6, 7. Yeah, that was a weird finish. All right, let's keep it. This seems reasonable. I mean, obviously, regular caveat of needing another land, because, you know, it's always the case. But we did that there. Named it in one note. We are good. Now let's just see how long our creatures last. There's a chance it may not be long, but, you know. I also wonder, too, playing against these types of decks, if I want to, like, be more defensive. Let's go ahead and just play this out here. Interesting. They don't have counters. That's good to know. Nor instant speed spot removal. I feel like we learned some things. What are you trying to foretell on us, opponent? Alright, well, we're just going to pass so we can protect our troll in case things get silly here. Would love to play a Blessing of Frost, but I don't really see that happening. And they have red mana. Okay. I mean, you have to know I telegraphed I have something, right? Because I didn't use the Sentinel to attack or anything. So, I'm kind of giving away that something's amiss here, if you will. Now, this is interesting because the question becomes, do we find it worthwhile to protect the Sentinel? And I think the answer is no. I mean, I'll tap just in case. I mean, if they get something to kill our troll, they get something to kill our troll. It's fine. Like, I'll accept it. I mean, having 2 Blessing of Frost here is not the best scenario, so a little bit of bad luck. Okay, I guess we play this. Man, I really want to play the Sculptor of Winter, but kind of got to do what's best for business. Alright, in the turn. Man, in a weird way, we almost would have been better had they killed our Gold Growth Troll so we could have more mana. Things happen, though. Alright, they've got 5 mana. What are we looking at here? Corpse Explosion. You know what's funny? I think I'm going to let the troll die and protect the pack leader. Just double check that. Deals damage. Alright, sure. Because, I mean, we can also always get a troll back for that dying, but having the extra mana could be pretty big here. Suspicious Stowaway, sure. We will... Ooh, can I... Okay. This gets us an extra card, too. This is the for real definition of all in on a body, but... Alright. I mean... Here we go. Just doing the dang thing. Just going big. Alright. I mean... Not the way I thought that was going to go, but here we are. Probably just going to end up sacrificing this, but hey. It's a big 7/7 boy. That we can also give trample and +2 effectively. So, you know, not the worst situation. Stowaway. We're not too worried about that thing, so that's nice. They can chump block it all day, though. So, that's a thing. So, is there a thing I can do here? This gets me a troll during their end step. I'm just thinking if we were to play this, but that just uses all of our mana, right? Yeah, that's not any better. We just attack and give this trample. All right. I mean, if you got something, you got something. I mean, if you're going to kill it, you're going to kill it. So, I mean, I got to try, right? I mean, way to bait me if you got it. Nope. Okay, cool. Oh, man. I so badly want to hardcore risk it for... Let's do it. We're probably going to... This is an awful keep. Even if we get lucky and draw land, we should not keep this in. I'm just saying that up front. We absolutely should not be keeping this. This is just a better lucky than good type scenario here. Duress, you get a Blizzard Brawl. Congratulations. We can pack leader or this. I think we go with this here. And I'm just going to attack for 1. Would have went with pack leader, I think, if I'd have drawn another land, but since we didn't... Oh. Well, this is unfortunate, huh? I think we just tap, tap, tap this, untap that, play a troll. And again, if troll dies, we get to generate some mana, so it's not like the worst. It's just not the best. Now, if they don't do anything to our stuff and we get to pew pew, that could be fun. I don't know why I said like pew pew like that's a thing, but you know what I meant. They left all this mana open. Are we attempting to just why? All right. I mean, we can't not do anything. I mean, we could. I mean, what if I just attack and then just play troll? Like, is that reasonable? Maybe that's the plan here. Just attack, play troll, don't get ahead of ourselves. Save these for later. Protect ourselves from a board sweeper or something. I don't know. Okay, let's find out. It's either a counter or it's a Doomscar. Alright. Well, then I guess we'll play a pack leader and put one of these on it if these trolls die. I mean, I think that's where we're at. Behold the Multiverse. Okay. They topped both, which is bad, because one of those is probably the white source they needed. Yep, there you go. Here it comes. Rightfully so. Put one there. Put one here. You are not terrible, timing-wise. Oh, this isn't enough mana, though. I'm going to be one short. Yep, can't quite do what we want to do. Though we can make a troll during their instep, so there's that. So not the worst thing. Alright. Can we just win? Make a troll. Yeah. We're just gonna counter up. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. And then attack for 11sies. That's sick. That's sick. And we got the protection card in hand. Ho, 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 ho. Love it. Love it. Oh, boy. All right, we're going to keep this, but this is one of those times I think we're going to play it very slow because we only have one creature. So we may just wait. Unless we get something else to play on, too, then we'll let that die. But we may get stuck trying to protect this wolf, unfortunately. And if we're playing against Simic... Well, I'm going to assume it's Simic Ramp here. If it's not, we're just wrong. And that's okay. I mean, they're going to save, block, sack, do that whole song and dance. Alright, we'll just attack. Not much else we're going to do here. I mean, it costs 4 to trample, so we're not going to really do anything with that. They go get their mana. Yeah, we got a real slow hand here. Would have been nice to have another body of any kind to play on this turn. Would have been great. But no such luck. No such luck. Cultivator, yep. That's exactly what this is. Not sure how we're going to get through this, but we'll have to figure it out. Alright, gonna Blizzard Brawl you. Probably gonna try to bounce something. Nope, I thought they might try to bounce either of these. Would have been reasonable. Okay, this is a little bit slow considering we got our first attack on the opponent here, and they're already gonna have 6 mana. Don't think we're gonna be able to get out of this one. I mean, I kept a bad hand with just 1 creature in a heavy aggro deck, so can't expect too much here. And another cultivator. Ugh. That does hurt quite a bit. Yeah. Not sure we have any real outs. That is nice. But if we want to attack and do anything here. Spirit of Aldegard. What are you going to do for us? Alright. I guess we try. Alright, just to get a card there, because, I mean, Sculptor Winter, you got to go, friend. Nope. What are we going to do? Fight our pack leader? Nope. Alright, they're going to block Sculptor, and just take it. Okay. Well, then I guess we're planning to bounce stuff here on this turn. Probably play Big Giant. Oh, Titan of Industry. Well, that qualifies. That's a big giant. A different type of giant, but it's a big giant. I mean, we can make a Spirit of Aldegard that can go toe-to-toe with one of them, though. So that's real. Especially since they took the life and the token there. So that actually works to our benefit. Alright, Aldegard. And if we play this, it's only going to be 6 anyway, so sure. We just pass. We're going to be having to double block here one way or the other, I think. Regardless of what happens. We're in pretty bad shape, though. We only got our 3rd creature. Our 4th one's in hand. Opponent's got some big monsters already out. We do get to gain a little bit of life from these Tamiyo safekeeping, so that's a thing. But don't think it's enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess we try. Who knows? Maybe they just bounce it because they want to reuse it. That would be legit. Because if I had a Fading Hope, I might bounce it and just replay it this turn. Maybe. I mean, we'll try. I mean, I don't know if this gets us anywhere. Okay, cool. GG's. We're dead. Like, no need to play on. Yeah, we didn't do a lot that game. Alright, we're picking this one up right in the middle of the action, so we're just going to pass. Not the best hand here. We don't have a real good early play. We're probably going to end up playing Pack Leader on 3 instead of on 2. I would like to draw another 1 or 2 mana thing on turn 2, though, so I can just let that take a bullet, or even a Jurari's Disruption or something. Would be nice. But we'll see. Alright, did not get it, so we're just going to pass. Are we playing against a mill deck? Because if so, maybe we should have just gambled and attacked. Force them to deal with the pack leader. But I don't know, who knows? Maybe this will still work. We're going to be confident. This will still work out, right? It'll be fine. Let's see what they got. Alright. In the turn. Probably going to kill our Lair of the Hydra. So they can get some colored mana. Yeah, we're just going to end the turn. Which I don't hate since we're holding this. Getting more snowlands is actually... I mean, I guess we have enough for whenever we'll play it anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright. We'll use one of them. I mean, this is where Fading Hope comes down? Nope. Alright. Who knows? They probably have another one anyway. But we have to make them spend the cards. We can't just, like, not do anything. That definitely isn't a real option. I think too often I see players do that where they're just like, well, I can't play this because they have this. And I'm like, well, they're just going to have it next turn. You know, on some level, you got to figure out when you can and can't push something through. Okay, we're attacking with the pack leader. Alright, opponent says that is good. It's tempting to play Boreal Rider here, but I think I'm going to wait. Alright, opponent's letting that slide. I don't know if that means they're going to try to, like, burn down the house here or something. Ah, they're going to play a dragon. Okay. You got a dragon. Interesting. They're hitting us with the dragon. Huh. And then what? Well, this gets interesting now because we have the ability to... I mean, we can make them both big. But the problem is if they... Well, no, if they're going to burn down the house, they kill their own stuff here too, though. I mean, I guess we do this. I'm just trying to think how we win this race otherwise. I think we just have to turn one into a 6 and one into a 4. Alright. Again, just hedging our bets against removal and other things. I don't love it, but it is what it is. If they have a counter, they got a counter. Okay, they say they don't. I mean, I guess if we just both make them 5s, it's fine, too. If they're just going to blow up their own dragon, then so be it. Because plus, by making them both 5s, they can't actually have another Dragon's Fire to kill one. So let's just do that. Okay, that's mostly fine. See if we get 2 cards here. We at least get the triggers. I mean, if the opponent's taking all this, are we just dead next turn to something ridiculous that we don't know about? Because this is a lot of damage. Alright. I mean, I'm trying to think about what they even could have here because they don't have anything in the yard. I'm probably just about to get toasted by something being like 1,000,000 mana or something, but here we go. Opponent can have 9, 10 mana this turn if they want it. They could take an extra turn. I'm trying to think what else they would need a lot of mana for. But I mean, here we can activate... Well, we can't really use Lair of the Hydra because they still have their Field of Ruin available. So that's not really an answer. Okay, they're coming to get it, so they have some plan here. It might be burn down the house. Nope. Wow, okay. Not gonna lie, I'm a little dumbfounded. Blue has a bunch of stuff you can play. I mean, I guess Hull Breacher? Is that the plan here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then target something? Alright, I guess that could be real. If we think that's the play, then do we think we could get away with doing this? It might actually be Hull Breacher. Man, too bad I don't have another Tamiyo safekeeping. I mean, maybe we could draw one. I'm just trying to debate if I should go for it for this to make lethal. But the other option is, if we can keep something out that they target, then we pump the other thing, and that's lethal too. So I'm just going to do this. And just see what the opponent's got. More mana being available is probably a good thing for us. Alright, they're letting us at least get our triggers. Alright. Or I don't know why I said Hull Breacher, but yeah, Hull Breaker. Y'all know what I meant. Same correct card. Alright, that's not it. Oh! There you go. There you go. Now I don't think we can lose at all. Because whichever one gets through, we just pump that one. And if they target it, we protect it, protect it. Alright. What you got, opponent? Is that it? I mean, that's all I'm going to do if that's all you're going to do. I mean, if you got to have a spell here. Alright. Which, that's funny, because them removing it means if I had to give that trample, they would die, but we get to protect it, so... I mean, there you go. Resolve. Resolve. Take the sevenses. Good game. Woo! Nice. This hand is goofy bad, but let's keep it. I think sometimes, sometimes I keep bad hands so y'all don't have to. This is one of those examples. Now, this might turn into a decent hand, being able to, like, Sculptor of Winter, play this next turn, and maybe play another Sculptor, and then be able to set up something big with this, depending on what type of deck they're playing. If it's, like, mono white aggro, there's a chance. Oh, well, it's not that. So, scratch that plan. Looks like we can safely attack for one here. So we play a land next turn, we could play this, then we can play a 3/3 Sculptor. That's annoying, but we might be able to fight our way through that. Maybe, kinda, sorta. Let's go ahead and play this dude. Let's tap, untap this, tap this and this. Play this as a 3/3. Alright. Trying to at least be able to put pressure on the opponent here. This is for each creature with power 4 or greater. Alright, so we might be able to put 1 on a Outrider, 1 on a Sculptor, 2 on a Sculptor. If we're lucky. That would give us the ability to draw 3 cards. Oh no, we won't have... Well, we'd have to tap one of our Sculptors to do that. So we can only put 3 counters currently, because we have the Lair of the Hydra sitting out here. Because this is for each snow mana we spend on it. So that could be a little bit of a problem. Let's see what the opponent does here. Alright. So it looks like they may want to counter something. Potentially. I'm wondering... Alright, let's do this. I might be getting a little too cute here. But I'm wondering if I only attack with the Outrider and the Sentinel, what will the opponent do? And then could we try to resolve a blessing to get the cards we want? That's like asking for a lot, I'm pretty sure. And who knows, they might have one of the counters where we just have to pay extra. You know what? I'm also a little concerned they might have meat hooks here, but kind of like if they have it, you know? Alright, let's go. I mean, if you get us, you get us. Oh, okay, just a Void Ren. That's actually not the worst. It would have actually kept us from putting the counters we wanted, so we would have been minus a card, but if that's where they're at, that means they probably don't have a sweeper here. And that's not terrible. Not to say they can't find one, but it does make things feel a little bit better. And we could have a lot of attack damage next turn. Katose. Alright, annoying. But fair-ish. I have none in my hand. I have one left in library. So this isn't bad, honestly. So now we can get away with doing this. So we get to pump, pump, pump. And if we can find a fight spell, we can just blast Katose. So this is not terrible. And we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 2. I think is the correct situation here. Let's just make this a 4, a 4, a 4. All right, sure. Let's find not that. Bruh. That did not go well. Man, I really wanted a Blizzard Brawl. I don't think I've ever wanted a Blizzard Brawl worse in my life than right then. So we can play a troll. Yeah, not great. Not great. I'm not going to lie. Oh, we did have another one, so we got that. They could play those next turn. What does it say? The player says for as long as you may play one of the exiles. They can play one of them. Okay, that's what I thought. Man, I don't know if... I mean, if we attack with all three, obviously one's going to get blocked, do nothing. Probably block this. This dies. Opponent takes 4. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm just going to say, you know what? Let's tap this. Let's untap this. Let's untap this. Let's play a troll. Let's go ahead and get in here with this. Let's see if you want to trade for that Katose or not. I mean, to be fair, I probably could have went really ham and just played, like, Spirit of Aldegard, which, I mean, I could have tapped Sentinel on this instead and just had another big bodies. Would have been reasonable. I mean, we're not as worried about Meathook with a 5/5 troll now, though. We would lose everything else. They would keep Rafine, but then we're racing like their Rafine against troll plus whatever we have and a layer of the Hydra. And I'm kind of okay with that fight if the opponent wants to pick that battle. They can play one of our Sculptor of Winners, but that's just a 2/2 because they don't have any snow lands. All right, makes sense. You get to play a blocker. Respect. All right. So what are we looking at here? Block C's, block C's, block C's. Probably double block on troll potentially. Make the layer of the Hydra 4. I mean, that's sort of a thing. I think we do this just in case this Boreal Rider's just going to end up eating it. Because we're sending it into combat, so, I mean, I'd rather just get the extra point here. We are telegraphing our hand somewhat, but, you know, I can live with that. Let's see what you got, opponent. And even with Jaspera Sentinel, we can play Jorn after the fact. I mean, I'm assuming Katose is going to trade for something. But I mean, we're putting big numbers in where we can. All right. Gonna block, just take 5. Maybe not even take 5. All right, looks like they're gonna kill it. Cool. That works too. All right, so we didn't really lose much here. Man, I feel like we came out okay in that exchange. I think we just wait and just play a troll during their end step. I don't even think it's worth playing Jorn. Because we tap... Well, we have to tap this to get the troll. So, yeah, there's really no way for us to do it. It's just in the turn. And then if they do happen to sweep the board, we have troll plus Lair of the Hydra, and that's fine. Professor Onyx. Okay, you have a Professor Onyx.
Under my tutelage, even you can master.
Sure. There goes our Spirit of Aldergard.
Going to die eventually anyway.
All right, let's make a troll. Yet another Spirit of Aldergard. All right, we turn this into a 4. We attack everything in. Opponent blocks 1, takes 4, 8, 12? Yeah, all right. I mean, you're tapped out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop, not 5, 4. And then they all just attack. I mean, sure, you can kill a Despair Sentinel. Okay, good stuff. Well, we're definitely keeping this. We can Sentinel into either Sculptor of Winter or Pack Leader, so seems solid. Then a Spirit of Aldergard behind all that, so I mean, seems okay. And whether we decide we want Sculptor of Winter or Pack Leader is going to come down to either what do we draw in our hand for lands or what cards we think the opponent's going to be playing. Well, that doesn't tell us much. However, the fact that they're willing to play lands to just gain life means it's probably some type of Orzhov Control, whatever, which means we probably need to draw Tamiyo's Safekeepings. Because usually in these scenarios, the other cards are just not good enough. Okay. Kind of want to do this so that we can eventually do this, but it's probably not really going to matter. So I'm going to go with this and then attack. Not excited about that, but here we go. My working theory here is that if they don't kill our Sculptor Winter, because they might not think it's worth their removal to do so, then we go ahead and play Spirit of Aldergard. Oh, looks like they are going to kill Sculptor Winter, so never mind. The concern would be here by them not killing... Well, okay, now we found a Tamiyo Safekeeping, so that changes things. I was going to say, if we played Spirit of Aldergard, then the downside would be they could exile it with Vanishing Verse, and then eventually just meat hook for like 2, and then that'd be really bad. However, we're in a little bit of a different scenario now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we could still Spirit of Aldergard, actually. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Because we do 1, tap, untap this. And they're probably going to let this happen. Because they're not going to want to waste removal on a Sentinel here. I mean, maybe they will. I don't know. I wouldn't. But you never know. Alright, we go get a land. We will burn this to protect that. I think it's worth it here. Alright. Now we just force the opponent to have other stuff. Like, we did what we could. If you have other exile spells, you got them. Path of Peril, alright. Time to rock and roll then. Let's... If we Jorn... That's not enough. Let's do this. Alright. Get in there with big damage. Sparring regimen with no bodies. You love to see it. You love to see it. Ooh, come on. Let us pump our dudes. Let's find our token thing. Let's do it. That would end the game, actually. Whoa! Heck yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get 2 cards for our troubles. Get in for the whole 16. Why is this so much fun? Seriously. I got nothing. I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss. Like, seriously, I had no idea we were gonna win these. Like we had so many games. We came from behind at the end. We had our what was that thing? The Blessing of Frost go off a couple of times. Like it just worked. I don't know what to say. It just worked. I mean, we did well against like the Esper decks. We beat a couple of control decks. Like we beat the other aggro decks. Like I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna level with y'all. I don't think this deck is that good. Like it looked really good, but I feel like I got a little lucky in at least one of those where opponent misplayed. Another one I did get a fairly lucky top deck just to protect my creatures. So like I don't know. But it was a hell of a lot of fun. It's a very simple list. And it had a blast playing it. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing this. And here's the other thing. It's not like the hardest list to build if you already own some of these from playing other mono green decks. That's the thing. So the upgrades are pretty easy. I would say Jorn really didn't live up to top billing. Even where I had the opportunity to play it and I drew it, I just opted not to because there was better plays. So I would probably like to have 2 chariots in place of the 2 Jorns, I think. Would probably serve us a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like that's true. So that's probably what I would do. But otherwise, the deck's actually pretty cool. I wouldn't mess with it too much. I'm going to leave Jorns in, but if I were you and you want to play it, I'd probably go ahead and swap them out for chariots. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Boreal Druid, because this is a good example of where you might think something is bulk because it's a common or whatever from another set. But this one really is not. I believe it only has 1 real printing, which was in Cold Snap, and then again in one of the secret layers, maybe? One of the special sets. But either way, this is actually valued at almost $3. I think the low end's going to be around $2.50 on this one. So if you come across these, they're actually worth real money. And you might even have these just sitting around in a box or whatever. So don't sell yourself short on these cards. This is an example of why you got to know what you have in collections when you're going through stuff, because this is a case of where a card looks like bulk, but it's definitely not. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below. And if you enjoyed playing today's deck, which I thought was a blast, I'm going to go ahead and link another aggro deck you'll probably have a good time with, so you should check that one out too, because I bet you'll have fun with that one also. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.